Orange shirt. Should I wear an orange shirt next time? Good morning. You can scooch closer since it's just a three of you. There you go. Excellent scooching. So, how many of you went to school this past couple of weeks? Yeah? 2 of you went here. So, when you're in school, where is the teacher in the classroom? In the school? But when you're learning, where is the teacher?
Helping you.
Helping you? Is the teacher standing or sitting? Standing, right? And where are you? You're sitting. Seated either on desks, right? Sometimes on the floor. Right? Did you know that in the olden days, it was the opposite? That the teacher sat in a chair and all the students stood up during the whole class. Think we should go back to that system?
No.
No? You don't like that idea? No, that's why, like, when you hear about a fancy professor position at a university, it's called a chair. And that's why the person in charge of the committee is called a chairman or chairperson, because they sit in the chair. You know what? The box had just one packet in it, and I don't want to see what happens when we try to decide which one of you 3 gets that one little fruit packet. No, it wouldn't be fair. What we'll do is we'll figure something out. But just this week. Sorry, no fruit snacks. I know, you're bitterly disappointed. So, you know, I was just reading a story about Jesus and his disciples, especially Peter. So, I want you to think about your classroom again. So, who does the teaching?
Teacher.
The teacher does, right? Do you ever stand up and teach the class?
No.
No? You do? No. Right. Right? But when you're talking about a new concept, who's the one presenting that? The teacher, right. What would happen if you tried to stand up and teach the class about something you didn't know about?
You get in trouble.
You get in trouble. See, there's some wisdom here. A lot of wisdom here. So, you know, that's kind of what Peter tried to do in our lesson today. Jesus was trying to teach Peter and the other disciples about something, and Peter said, I'm going to teach. No, that's not right. So what do you think Jesus did? You remember? Basically told him to stop talking. And not in a very nice way. But a very honest way, truthful way. But it was not gentle, the way he put it. But, yeah, it's important when we're working with Jesus, talking about Jesus, learning about Jesus. You know, part of the temptation is that we add our own teachings to what Jesus tries to teach us. And sometimes that doesn't work out so well. So we need to remember that always, that Jesus is the teacher and we are the students. Now, here's a secret about being a student of Jesus. I want you to stand up real quick. Stand up. I'll stand up too. All right. So, you 3 are students, right? You're students at a school. You're also students of Jesus. Come on, Brian, stand up. Now, I want you to look around the sanctuary. Look for any other students of Jesus here. That's right. You know, just because you're an adult doesn't mean you stop being a student of Jesus. Here, you can sit down. What about chairs? What about the chairs? Do you think I'm a student of Jesus? Yes, I am. Just like everyone else. Even though I do some teaching, and there are other teachers here. Raise your hand if you're a teacher, by the way. See, we've got some teachers here. They are also students. Even as they're teachers, they're also students. Even as I teach you about Jesus, I'm still a student. I'm still learning about Jesus. It's a lifelong thing. You never stop learning about Jesus. And so we always have to be careful then, even as we're learning, that we're not adding our own teachings. Because Jesus has a certain way of wanting us to learn and to be his followers, his students. And that is to do things like love our enemies, treat people kindly, be willing to give up ourselves for the sake of others. Talked about that. So it can be hard. I'm not going to say it's easy, but it can be hard. And but it's worthwhile. And usually when we start having trouble as his followers, it's because we're adding our own teachings to what he's said. That's it in a nutshell. So I think we should pray. Brian, are you ready to pray? Repeat after me. Dear Jesus, thank you for being our teacher. Help us to learn from you and to help others learn from you too. In your name we pray. Amen. Good job, guys. Pretty good when it's just the three of you. With a lot of pressure when it's just three. It's easier when there's a crowd of 12. All right. Well, you can get up and go back.